everybody. Good morning. Buenos dias. My name is Sandra Bertram Grant, and I'm so excited you're all here today. Congrats, everyone. I have the honor today to do the land acknowledgement. So let's do it. We would like to recognize that the University of Denver and the greater city of Denver reside within the traditional territories of Arapaho, Cheyenne, and Ute. We recognize the descendant communities of the Northern Cheyenne tribe of Montana, the Northern Arapaho tribe of Wyoming, the Southern Cheyenne and Arapaho tribes of Oklahoma, the Southern Ute Indian tribe, and the Ute Mountain Ute tribe. We also acknowledge that over 40 different indigenous nations continue to be in relation with the lands currently called Colorado. Denver is home to many different citizens of indigenous nations, and we recognize their enduring presence on this land by paying respects to their elders, both past and present. Please take a moment to consider the legacies of violence, displacement, migration, and resettlement that bring us together today. And please join us in uncovering such truths at all public events. Now is the time to reflect upon and personally reconcile how the genocidal acts against indigenous communities intersect with our learning, collaboration, and sharing of knowledge. Let's get started. Please be seated.
Welcome, everyone. It is truly a glorious day for a graduation. First of all, I want to say congratulations to the class of 2024. Woohoo! I am delighted to welcome all of you here today to the Morgridge College of Education Summer 2024 Doctoral Hooding Ceremony. My name is Michelle Knight Manuel, and I am extremely honored to be the Dean of the Morgridge College of Education. Today, we are gathering together to celebrate the remarkable achievements of our MCE graduates. This is a momentous occasion, not only for our graduates, but all who have supported them along their journey. So first and foremost, I would like for the family members, parents, siblings, friends who have come to support our graduates to please stand. Woo-hoo. Thank you. Please be seated. I want to extend my deepest gratitude to all of you for your unwavering support, encouragement, and sacrifices that have been instrumental in helping our students reach this pinnacle of academic achievement. Thank you for being their strength. Second, I would like to ask our faculty to stand, please. Woo-hoo! Yes, yes. Thank you so much. After 2 years of being the dean at MCE, I can now bear witness that we have some of the most amazing faculty whose research, teaching, and service to the profession is unparalleled. Their mentorship, guidance, and commitment to nurturing the intellectual growth of our students is invaluable. They challenge our students to think critically, inspire them to push beyond the boundaries of knowledge, and prepare them to become leaders in their fields. The MCE faculty contributions to our graduate students' success are immeasurable, and you will be hearing much more from our graduates a bit later about our amazing faculty. Thanks much. I also want to say has to go to our staff. You've seen them in the red shirts. You'll see them back at Rafado Hall. I want to thank them for their hard work, their enthusiastic spirit, and their mentorship in supporting our students from that very first click that you make onto the Denver MCE website to today. They are there supporting you as well, making today happen, and we would not be here without them. So thank you to all the staff who are in the room and those who are back in Rafado Hall. As you're on the horizon of new beginnings, I want to just take a moment to reflect on the journey that brought you here and the road that lies ahead. Dr. Maya Angelou once said, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive." and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. As this new chapter begins, I urge you to embrace this mission, not just for yourselves, but for the countless lives you will touch. As many of you know, the world you are stepping into is one that desperately needs our graduates' passions, your expertise, and your commitment to justice and equity. As you enter a world that requires systemic change, with your new knowledge, an understanding of the need for empathy, and a commitment to excellence, we hope that you will use these tools to dismantle the barriers that perpetuate disparities in our fields. For example, advocating for inclusive curricula that reflect the diverse narratives of all of our communities, champion initiatives in mental health and across the digital landscape that prioritize accessibility, and foster environments where every single individual feels seen, heard, and valued. In my mind, there is no doubt that this is an exciting time to be a leader, and you, our MCE graduates, are the leaders our world needs today. However, it is also clear that these are challenging times to be a leader. And I hope when the times get tough, and I mean that for all of us, I hope you can lean into the communities that support you. And for our graduates, I hope you'll lean into the friendships, the mentorships, and networks forged during your doctoral studies here. They will be reservoirs of strength and wisdom and support, which we all need along the way. And as you begin this next chapter of your life, I loved it. I was talking to a couple of the graduates. They are already seeking their joy. Someone is ready to do a belly dance class tomorrow. Someone else is ready to read a book they've been dying to read for years, but based on the fact that they have so many other readings from their doctoral studies. So I do hope in this next chapter of your life that you thrive, you're able to show compassion, find joy, and as you seek to do this, amidst making change for our world. Congratulations.
Good morning, everyone. Congratulations, graduates. Congratulations, families. My name is Pat Garriott, and I have the privilege of serving as a professor and chair of the Department of Counseling Psychology. Our department includes 3 degree programs, a PhD in Counseling Psychology, a Master of Arts in Counseling Psychology, and a Master of Arts in School Counseling. Our programs train around 270 students a year and contribute close to $2.7 million in volunteer mental health services in the state of Colorado and beyond. Our training models center research, practice, and advocacy in pursuit of increasing access to mental health care and ensuring equitable, affirming school environments. Our doctoral students complete extensive training and research and a dissertation that is not just focused on knowledge creation, but as a tool for advocacy and systems change. I'm thrilled to bear witness to the culmination of so many of our students' academic journeys during today's ceremony. Let's get on with it. All right, so our first doctor, Dr. Courtney Dun. Dr. Dun's dissertation is titled Just Say Gay, an exploration of authenticity and connection, queer identified therapists' lived experiences of identity-based self-disclosure.
Hello, everyone. Congrats to all of the new graduates of here. And thank you so much to all of our amazing faculty for helping us get through the last however many years we've been in this program. I don't even know at this point. I have been trying to figure out how to quantify my experiences here over the past 5 years. And I was, thinking in terms of how many cups of coffee have I had late night to get through, to that 10 p.m. class that we had, and how many early mornings did Sandra and I have studying for comps together, and how many of our family members have shown us nothing but love and support along the way. And I also want to acknowledge that at least my cohort and I started this program, and then the pandemic hit, and that was just incredibly challenging and confusing. And what I learned from that experience was how much community is going to be important in this journey of becoming leaders in our field. And throughout this entire 5 years, the community and the friends that I've made are really the things that I'm going to take away from this experience. And I am full of gratitude for that. Thank you everyone for coming, and enjoy the celebrations.
I would like to now invite Dr. Sandra Bertram Grant Boyd to join me. Dr. Bertram Grant Boyd's dissertation is titled "A Force to be Reckoned With: Testimonios from Latina Senior Leaders Across Psychology Contexts."
I came prepared with a little something. Hi, everyone. This is very surreal. For years now, I've been telling my family, my colleagues, my friends, my mentors, si se puede, we can do this. And so to stand here today, and it's such an overwhelming feeling to say, si se pudo. We did it. Mi familia is here today. Hi, guys. And they're also watching from Mexico. Hola, couldn't be here. And it's really special today because this is the very first time that my family has ever experienced a doctoral degree holding ceremony. Esto es para ustedes. Gracias por sus sacrificios y por todo su apoyo. Siempre. I owe all of this to my village. Mentores, familia, friends, colleagues. My village has been an ever-growing source of strength and inspiration in a journey that can sometimes make people feel very small, especially as a first-generation student and a woman of color. It's scary. Dreaming big is one thing, but it's scary to be in spaces that barely represent people that look like you. So to me, to be here today is so much more than an earned degree or a ceremony. To be here today feels like breaking barriers and defying expectations. My village, my people, mi gente, they only gave me 2 minutes, and I'm already a minute and a half in, so I can't name everybody today, but gracias from the bottom of my heart. You all saw potential where I saw doubt, and I cannot wait to pay it forward and be that beacon for someone else. I genuinely believe that making a difference is our birthright. And one of the biggest lessons I learned throughout these years is that it's really okay to feel scared. But guess what? We're gonna feel scared and we're gonna make a difference anyway. Thank you.
And now it is my privilege to welcome Dr. Olivia Pointer to the stage. Dr. Pointer's dissertation is titled "Rural Cervical Cancer Survivors' Experiences of Gender Roles, an Application of Social Constructionism."
Good morning, everyone. I am so grateful to be here with you. This is surreal, as my colleague just said. I'm looking over at my family. Where are you, family? Oh, there you are. Hi, standing up right in front of me. When I was a little girl, I always wanted to do something big. And being here at this moment now is just instrumental and overwhelming. Thank you to my mom for always believing in me and telling me to think bigger. Thank you to my husband, Joe, who has just been, words can't describe my love for Joe. Thank you to my daughter, Ella. I got one cooking in here too. My other daughter, Letty. Thank you so much to my stepdad, Brent, who's here today, my and all my family. It's very overwhelming. And I just want to say it's a privilege to be here. It's a privilege to have my dream career of becoming a psychosocial oncologist at Ian Schutz in just a few short weeks. Thank you to everyone and congratulations. This takes all of us to be here. So good work.
And now I would like to introduce my colleague, Dr. Julia Roncoroni.
Good morning. I'm already crying. I'm like, hi, my name is Dr. Julia Roncoroni. I'm an associate professor in counseling psychology. And today I have the privilege to introduce Dr. Amy Ferrer. The title of her dissertation is Latinx Sleep Health Disparities in Primary Care, the Role of Patient-Provider Communication.
Wow, so I did not come prepared. So I'm gonna wing it. But I first want to say congratulations to all the fellow doctors in the room as of today, and our faculty for all the hard work that you put into helping us with our education. I want to thank my family, and I knew that I'd get emotional, but you are the best. I came to DU for a master's program, would have never considered getting my doctorate. And I think that my community here really helped me believe in myself, but I couldn't have done it with my family from all over, especially coming from the Midwest on this journey. I just appreciate you all. I also want to thank my husband for always believing in me. There's a lot of times I almost talked myself out of this along the way, including within the last year. And he always kept me well fed with delicious food and very loved and, you know, pushing me to do my best. Growing up, I always followed this saying called, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. And I agree, dreams are scary. And it's just really cool to finally have it hit me that I'm living mine. So again, thank you everybody. I really appreciate you, and we did it.
I said I would forget, and I did. Now I have the privilege to introduce my colleague, Dr. Paul Michalek.
Well, good morning, everyone. And a word you're going to hear a lot today is the word of congratulations, which is, I don't think it can be understated how important that is. Also, just to witness was a word that was used a couple of times already this morning. Just to witness means to see, and to be part of, and to be present to. And all of you sitting in the rows behind is because of your witnessing that we have all these people sitting in front. So congratulations to you all as well. Paul Michalek, I'm a clinical professor in curriculum and instruction and the department chair for teaching and learning sciences. And we have 4 programs in teaching and learning sciences. We have a school psychology program, a teacher education program, early childhood special ed program, and our curriculum and instruction program. We have 4 degrees. We have an EDS, an EDD, a PhD, and an MA. And to round out the 4s, we have 4 accrediting bodies that dictate was the word was going to use, but maybe I should try something else. Inform, inform. You can substitute. Inform, yes, inform our practices, the accrediting bodies, and they do great work. I don't mean to diminish them, but it does require our attentiveness. Then National School Psychology Program. Sorry. the accrediting body is the National Association of School Psychologists, the American Psychological Association, the Council of Accreditation of Educator Preparation, and the Colorado Department of Education. As far as the kinds of individuals who we prepare, we K-12 educators, higher education faculty, special education folks, gifted and talented educators, and folks attending to culturally and linguistically diverse education. And we have an emphasis on diversity, equity, inclusion, and justice. We focus on rural and urban spaces for education, and theory practice integration is core to what we do, and a big focus on mental health and well-being. And I think you will see all of that emphasized in the dissertations that are shared today. So with that, I'd like to introduce my colleague, Dr. Rashida Banerjee, who will begin the first hooding for curriculum and teaching and learning sciences people. Thank you.
Morning, everyone. Oh, wow, it looks nicer from this side. My name is Rashida Banerjee. I'm a professor in the Department of Teaching and Learning Sciences, and I have a distinct honor of honoring two peers, colleagues now, who I have worked with for the past 4 years. Amazing women. So first, Dr. Miho Hamamoto. Her dissertation is Undergraduate Students' Experiences and Perceptions of Foreign Language Education.
I'm so honored to be here today, as this is one of the significant milestones of my life. And I'm filled with both gratitude and reflection. First, I would like to thank my advisor, Dr. Banerjee, for her wisdom and guidance, and for encouraging me to pursue my passion for language education. Thank you so much. I also want to thank to my advisors, committee members, and friends and colleagues who supported me in this journey. I also thank my family members, especially my husband and 2 my girls, who always been there for me and also believing in me. My research explored undergraduate students' perceptions and experiences of foreign language education. Language is not only a tool for communication. To many students, learning a different language and culture was a transformational experience. They felt a sense of community, sense of pride. They gained different ways of thinking. They enhanced their awareness and also humility towards others. Through this work, I hope that I can contribute to the future where a language education is valued and recognized, allowing the student to experience this amazing learning opportunity. I'm truly thankful for this opportunity for me to grow as a person and also as a language educator. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey. I really appreciate you all. Thank you.
Chun L, come on. Dr. Chun L, her dissertation was the impact of the first language usage for Chinese undergraduate international students.
It's a little bit heavy. Good morning, everyone. It's my honor to be here today. I would like to begin by expressing my deepest appreciation to my advisor, Dr. Rashida Banerjee. Dr. Banerjee, your guidance, your wisdom, your constant support have been crucial throughout my PhD journey. You actually not only being a mentor, but also a role model for me.
that it has been a true honor to work with you and study with you. And I am deeply grateful for the impact you have had on both my academic and personal growth. And next, I want to extend my thanks to all faculties and Mortgage of Education. Your your class actually have shaped the core of my dissertation and helped me to find my research interest. Thank you so much. And I also want to thank my parents for their unconditional support. Their encouragement has been the foundation of my success. And without their belief in me, this achievement actually would not be possible. And finally, to my friends, thank you for your support, your friendship, and for being there. I will always cherish the memories we've made together, and I wish you guys will graduate next year smoothly. Thank you. 谢谢.
Now I'd like to welcome my colleague, Dr. Norma H.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Norma Haffenstein, the Daniel L. Ritchie Endowed Chair in Gifted Education, and it is my pleasure this morning to introduce two colleagues. Dr. Tina Glass, will you please come forward? Dr. Glass's dissertation was a phenomenological examination of the perception of psychopathological misdiagnosis in gifted men.
All I had to do was look at Norma and start crying. So forgive me, I did take notes so I wouldn't forget anything or anyone, and I did time it. I'm right at about 2 minutes, so I'll go as fast as I can. So as an educator with a background in the fields of special education and gifted education, I'm an advocate for equitable access and education for individuals with brains that are wired differently. Those with exceptional strengths or exceptional challenges, the twice exceptional who live with a dichotomy of both of these, those with thinking and learning patterns that diverge from the norm. In my professional role, I had seen a pattern of gifted boys being misdiagnosed with behavioral disorders by both private mental health clinicians as well as special education teams in the schools. When professionals do not understand or haven't had education or don't take into account the neurodivergence that comes with an advanced intellect, misdiagnosis can and does occur. These implications from my study are for mental health clinicians, medical doctors, and educators are about the importance to learn about an advanced intellect. Education should include the risks and ramifications involved with rendering an inaccurate diagnosis. This includes trauma that can occur as a result of misdiagnosis and affect a developing gifted male into adulthood. Additionally, implications indicate the need for courses in higher education for individuals entering the fields of mental health, teacher licensure programs to include education on intellectual neurodivergence that accompanies an advanced intellect and that of a twice exceptional individual. School districts should also examine their processes for evaluating students with emotional disabilities and incorporate education about giftedness, including how external factors of a gifted male can be misinterpreted or mimic behaviors of psychopathological conditions. If a gifted male does have a genuine psychopathological condition, this too requires an understanding of advanced intellect so that mental health needs are appropriately addressed and healthy development is fostered. So gratitude. So 3 years ago when our youngest was graduating from high school, I said to my husband, I think I need to go back to school. And even though he was ready to go out and have a great time and do all the fun stuff, he supported me. So thank you for supporting me. Thank you to my mom, to both of my kids who I thought I was crazy doing this. But here I am. I have deep gratitude for Norma, for your guidance, for support. I had a really hard, we had a lot of stuff going on with our family this spring, and Norma was, in addition to pushing me to go beyond my capacity with my dissertation and my capabilities. She also was a huge rock and support system. And when I felt like I was crumbling and couldn't get through, she was there. So without you, I don't know that I would be here. So thank you. Finally, I'm also thankful to the rest of my family, friends, my scholarship donor to make this degree possible for me, because at the time I had one in college and one going into college. And I think DU does a great job of offering scholarships, not just to those students who come from different cultural backgrounds, but for those of us who also really want to make a difference in our communities and maybe can't afford it without that opportunity. So I'm appreciative of having had that scholarship. Finally, I'm thankful to the gentlemen who participated in my study. They were vulnerable, they were raw. They shared their perspectives of their experiences of psychopathological misdiagnosis as gifted boys and how that impacted them throughout their lives. And so I wanted to share a little bit about that today to help increase awareness on the topic. So thank you.
Now it is my pleasure to bring forward, please, Miss Dr. Jessica Williams, as her students call her. Dr. Williams' dissertation, Raising Their Voices, Lived Experiences of Gifted Women with Attention Deficit Hyperactivity Disorder.
I wore flats for that. Okay. As one of my participants said, I hope to share this story concisely in too many words. I first want to thank the 10 amazing women who shared their story for our research. We were able to show the intersectionality of giftedness and ADHD through the humanization of characteristics, social mistrust of their intuition, and a preference to be seen as emotionally intelligent to book smart. These findings demonstrate a continued need for more robust vignettes and understandings of these identities for medicine, education, and society. Implications also demonstrated a need to understand the neuromixture of the family structure, a need for low maintenance friendship, neuro-aware therapy for individuals, families, and relationships for these twice exceptional women, and finally, representation in film, media, and literature. Throughout the research, you will also see I accomplished my secret life mission of adding new words and concepts to academia. I pulled a true Frindle. I also want to thank my family, friends, faculty, and coworkers for their support through my research and my existence. It is a privilege to share the same identity as the participants of my study. I hope to continue supporting research in the intersectionality of identities beyond a single social prototype.
Congratulations. And now it is my pleasure to ask Dr. Paul Michaelick to return to the stage.
Right, I get a chance to introduce our new doctor, Dr. Nancy True. Nancy, would you come forward, please? Nancy's dissertation is titled Living into Acceptance, Practices of Inclusion by Faith Communities that Welcome Sexually and Gender Diverse Persons and Families.
I'm still a pen and paper person, so I will try. I chose the topic of my subject based on the fact that I believe in community. And one of the things that I feel that needed to be lifted up were the voices of faith communities that are welcoming, accepting, and inclusive of people that identify as LGBTQ. In my study, I used the term sexually and gender diverse persons and families. So I wanted to be able to say that community matters, and there wasn't enough research for me to be able to say how it is that the community is the space where things happen and life grows and health and well-being take place. So I still have a question for myself. I think that will continue. How do I educate, include, and transform myself and one another? So I want to give thanks to Dr. Paul Michalek, someone that embraced me, secured me, gave me confidence. And I want to thank my faculty, including Norma and Nick, and everyone that really actually gave me a space to learn and grow and to be myself. I want to thank my family who's actually online today, and I'm grateful for that, even though we had to learn how to do that during COVID. But I want to give thanks for my friend Jackie, Sheila, Claire, my sister Diane, and my two daughters, Keely and Jade. I wanted to lift up my own faith community because the Lakewood United Church of Christ has been a home for me, a spiritual home for me for many years as an ordained minister in the United Church of Christ, who has let me fly and find places in the community to work in my ministry. I have my dream job, and that is as a clinical chaplain in community health, and it is for addictions treatment and recovery. I'm excited to explore my hope and dreams for a dream of being able to bring activism and the work of advocacy into community life that is accepting of all people. So when I was presenting my oral defense, I also created a word, and I do wish that our community will allow for identity justice as we move forward. Thank you.
To introduce our next doctor, I want to introduce Dr. Maria Salazar.
Buenos dias, buenos dias. I am Professor of Curriculum Instruction and Teacher Education and also Associate Dean for Faculty Affairs and DEIJA. And I would like to celebrate Dr. Jenny Crawford. The title of Jenny's dissertation is Critical Arts-Based Research, a Critique of Colorado's Teacher Evaluation Model for the Inclusiveness of Arts Education. Jenny, if you're watching from home, congratulations, felicidades, continuing to make an impact on the field. We're very proud of you. And I would like to call up Dr. Jason Richardson.
Hello, I'm a professor in educational leadership and policy studies and the outgoing chair. Our department serves about 75 students through 4 different programs. We prepare principals across the state, master's administration in educational leadership and policy studies, as well as an EDD and a PhD program. Our program is committed to fostering transformational leadership. We try to impress upon our students social justice and critically conscious scholarship. Our scholar today, our colleague today, represents those 3 ideals, the epitome of transformational leadership, social justice, and critical consciousness. Brooke Sassy. Dr. Sassy's dissertation is titled Colorado's Multilingual Leaders and the READ Act, a Critical Discourse Analysis.
I'm never too tall. I didn't come prepared either. I've been intentionally basking and not being prepared for things for the last 2 weeks. I was really happy to wear my sparkly shoes today. You all know that this process takes up a lot of space in not only your life, but in the lives of everyone around you. So I just have a lot of thank yous to say. My parents who are here have been my biggest cheerleaders since 1979, last century. Thank you for believing in me, especially when I didn't believe in myself, which has been often. And to, gosh, my kids, Jasper and Seamus and Sawyer, who is not here today. Society still likes to tell us that we can have it all, especially women, and it's not true. It's not true without a lot of sacrifice, and my children have really borne the brunt of that. Thank you for sticking with mom as I went on this journey. This is my biggest academic achievement, but you guys will always be my biggest achievement in life and my greatest treasure. And my friends and my cousin friends who are here, you are my stars. Thank you. Dr. Richardson and my committee and all of my professors. Thank you for guiding me. Thank you for helping me through imposter syndrome. But we made it. And finally to Will. It took me a long time to find you, but here you are, and I love you. And it's me. I'm belly dancing this weekend.
I'd like to welcome a friend and colleague, Dr. DL Stewart.
Right. Good morning. It is my pleasure and honor to introduce the Department of Higher Education. I am Dr. DL Stewart, professor and chair of the department. Colleges and universities all over the world face multiple challenges. Our degrees, a Master of Arts, a Doctor of Education, and the Doctor of Philosophy in Higher Education provide students opportunities to study various topics and issues in the field of higher education studies, providing deep research-based understandings across a breadth of post-secondary education concerns. The University of Denver's Higher Education Department, also known as DU Higher Ed, engages in collective learning about the foundations of post-secondary institutions, structures, and systems across diverse educational pathways. Our scholarship is grounded in theory, praxis, and community engagement to address persistent and emergent post-secondary phenomena at the institutional, local, regional, tribal, state, and national levels. As a policy-aware and globally conscious department, we recognize that US-based institutions of higher education are founded on ideologies of stolen bodies, land, and labor. Moreover, we traverse the boundaries of valuing education as a human right, while recognizing and understanding the complicated and problematic relationship higher education has with communities that continue to be systematically marginalized. DU Higher Ed welcomes learners who seek to actualize the critical praxis for making meaningful contributions that shift the landscape of higher education. And it is now my pleasure to introduce the first, although, yep, the airport didn't let her be great this morning, of our graduates, one from our EDD program and the other from our PhD program, who will be brought up by one of our other faculty. But I do want to acknowledge Dr. Ashley Patrice Rose Sherman, whose Doctor of Education dissertation in practice was titled Paycheck to Paycheck: How the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program Inhibits Generational Wealth Attainment for Black Women. And now I'd like to invite Dr. Sal Hurtado to come forward next.
Hi, everyone. It is an honor to, on behalf of her advisor, Dr. Chris Nelson, introduce Dr. Sarah Jordan. Dr. Jordan's dissertation was titled Mothers in Law, a critical discourse analysis of mothers in law school.
Hello, everybody. So I'm a dinosaur in this program. I have been here long enough to see people have children, get married, get tenure, get hired, then get tenure, and watch the program change and grow. And throughout all of this, I'm going to start with school's hard. It's always been really hard for me. I come here as a 3-time college dropout. And if you were to tell my parents who are over here when I was in high school that one day they'd be ever watching me graduate from college period, much less standing up here, they would tell you you're a liar. But here we are. So thank you to my mom and my dad for being here. And for all the support you've given me over the years. One day I was told at a career school that I shouldn't be pursuing to be a paralegal. I should pursue to be a lawyer instead. And I went home and I told my husband, Sean, I'm like, hey, Jen thinks I should do this. What do you think? So we moved to Houston and enrolled in college and started pursuing that dream. And if he had not pushed me that night, I can honestly say I'd never be here. So Sean, thank you for pushing me that night and continuing to. My daughter, when we moved back to Denver, she doesn't know what it's like for me not to be in school. She's over there, 13 years old now, and she's never experienced not seeing mom in this class. So thank you, Ina, for supporting me through all of this. And last, my advisors, Dr. Chris Nelson is my formal advisor, but I was so blessed that I had a community of advisors. Cecilia Orphan, she's been there for me since day one. Chris Nelson, and then Dr. Sarah Hurtado has stepped in every step of the way. And anytime, nobody ever told me when I had some big idea other than create a memo. I've never had anybody tell me no, or that it's too much, or that I shouldn't do it. So to all of the mentors I've had along the way, thank you. And thank you, DL, for responding to all of my panicked emails over the last summer and telling me that it was all going to be okay. So thank you to everybody. Oh, and last, my best friend, also my fellow dinosaur, we started together, we're ending together. So thank you for all of the midnight phone calls. Thank you all.
Now I'd like to introduce my colleague, Christina Matsak.
Good morning, everyone. Congratulations to the graduates for your individual accomplishments, because that's a lot of work and it's your work. And to families and communities for supporting you on this journey. My name is Christina Matsak, and I'm a professor in the Library Information Science, and I also have an honor of serving as a department chair of research methods and information science. And I would like to say a few words about our department that includes 2 distinct programs, research methods and statistics, and library information science. Research Methods and Statistics has a master's and a PhD program that aims to prepare researchers, methodologists, and program evaluators for academic and professional careers. Graduates from the RMS program, as it is known in the college, launch successful careers as faculty members, but also as researchers and program evaluators in many research institutions and nonprofit organizations in the Colorado region and nationwide. In addition to training research methodologists, and you will hear from 2 of our graduates about their work, the RMS program also serves other programs in the college, offering courses in quantitative, qualitative, and mixed research methods. Almost every student in the college takes research method classes, and our dedicated RMS faculty serve as research methodologists on many dissertations committees across the college. The second program in our department, the Library Information Science program, is a professional preparation program at the master level. The program is accredited by the American Library Association. We train librarians, archivists, research data managers, but also other information professionals in both face-to-face program and the online program. In fact, we have a large online program with students from, I believe, almost every state in the country. The emphasis of the Library Information Science program is on preparing our graduates for working in libraries, as those institutions play really an important role in our society. We prepare our graduates to work with diverse communities and navigate societal and technological changes, whether it's book banning in school and public libraries or the latest technology. Our department has quite diverse faculty with expertise in advanced research methods and measurement, data curation, data visualizations, and cutting-edge digital technologies, but also faculty who conduct community-based research and focus on working and supporting the needs of marginalized populations. And it is my great privilege now to introduce one of our stellar faculty and a dedicated mentor to PhD students, Dr. Nick Cutford.
Morning, everybody, and welcome to our great College of Education. I'm Nick Cutforth. I'm an emeritus professor in research methods. That means I'm old. I would like to introduce and welcome and honor Dr. Ian Ray. The title of Dr. Ian Ray's dissertation is Building a Model of Campus Diversity, an Organization as the Individual-Based Approach.
Thank you. And as Dr. Sarah Jordan mentioned, I'm also a dinosaur. So I did go ahead and do a paper-based notes here. Today is our day of celebration. We as graduates stand here draped in our regalia, ready to embrace our victory, sometimes from literal blood, sweat, and tears. Thank you, paper cuts. But none of us got here alone. For me, this journey, sorry. For me, this journey started early with my father teaching my brother and I multiplication. Sorry, a little overwhelming. Multiplication and division before kindergarten. My journey was accelerated by a healthy dose of sibling rivalry with my brother, who now I get to call the OG Dr. Ray, and steered on early by my professor turned mentor turned dear friend, Dr. Brandy Wren. After arriving here on campus, I got plenty of help from a fellow sojourner, Dr. Sarah Jordan, and along the way met the love of my life, who helped me give me the courage to embrace the many detours that are inevitable in a doctoral education. I won't stand here and bore you with the details of my dissertation. I have about 1,000 pages to reach that goal for you. But I would like to go ahead and thank the faculty, staff, and fellow students who got all of us to where we are today. I also want to just give one tidbit of my dissertation. Remember that all aspects of diversity are not visible, that they all matter, and that our intersectional identities may lead a blonde-haired, paper white dude to actually be a queer, disabled, indigenous scholar. So thank you.
And now I'd like to introduce my esteemed colleague, and all-around great guy, Dr. Ishao Dong.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ishao Dong. I'm an assistant professor in research methods and statistics. Not surprised, my students will be a data expert and who recently got a position at the Colorado Department of Revenue. So some data expert will watch our tax data. So it's my honor to introduce Dr. Jackie Shi Jiaqi 博士. Her dissertation topic is investigating mixed effects random forest models in predicting satisfaction with online learning in higher education. Woo!
I did camp prepares and oh, it feels great to finally finish this degree, right? And I am genuinely grateful for everybody in this room because it is a collaborative effort to have the whole MCE and also the DU community to create achievements in our life and foster better changes. And specifically, I want to thank my advisor, Dr. Yishao Dong, and all the RMS faculty, my family, especially my parents in China, I always got like so emotional when I think about my parents because I haven't actually seen them in person for ever since COVID. It's crazy. Yeah, and also my partner, Matthew. And yeah, my friends here, and yeah, and God, actually, yeah. I couldn't be here without all of you. And my study is about exploring how mixed effects, random forests, perform compared to hierarchical linear model. So yeah, if anybody is interested in machine learning, you can find me on LinkedIn. It's Jackie, she spells like SHI. And thank you so much.
Next, let me introduce Dr. Maria Saraza again.
Let's celebrate our graduates. Felicidades. I am so proud to be an alum of the Mortgage College of Education along with all of you. In your own words, we are community, village, leaders, gratitude, difference, justice, equity, inclusion, loved, dreams, support, role models, access, opportunity, divergence, rocks, research, intersectionality, transformation, and impact. We are changing the world. We want to invite you to stay connected with us and continue to change the world alongside of us. How can you do this, you may ask? Follow us on social media and like us. Serve as a mentor for future scholars, just as people did for you. You talked about that. Support student internships in your roles. Support and donate to student scholarships as well as faculty research and programs. And share your impact with us. Keep sharing the work that you're doing. Stay in touch with your advisors, with faculty, and email mce.marketing@du.edu and share your wonderful, amazing stories because we want to celebrate you and your work, and we want to show the power of the Mortgage College of Education. So please stay connected with us. I want to thank our events committee who does a tremendous amount of work setting up our events across the entire year, academic year. That is Tracy Dorson. Tracy, can you please stand and say hi in the back? Mark Guerrero, who's here at the front. Anna Murray, Christina Henningsen, Holly Stewart, and Tamara Tab. I know they're around Inside Out and actually over at the college as well. So please thank our events committee as well. We also want to thank our students. Thank you for choosing us. That means so much to us that you chose us and that you are alongside of us in this journey and that you will continue to be alongside of us. Thank you to your families for, we heard the tremendous support that you have provided. One of the most touching things was how your family member talked about belief, right? How you believed in them and pushed them. That was incredibly impactful as well. And we want to thank our faculty and staff. It's always amazing to hear the amazing work our faculty are doing and the difference that they're making in your lives, as well as the staff who support all of this great work and you all as well directly. We want to invite you to join us at our reception. It actually does not start until 11:30, so you have plenty of time to take pictures, give hugs, wander, get yourself some DU swag, and check out our campus. We'll also have coffee over at Catherine Rufato Hall, and the reception will be beginning at 11:30. We may be set up a little bit before, but we'll have coffee available as well. Before we congratulate our alums one more time, when you hear the music, our dean and faculty will stand and process out first, and then you all will as well. But let's give you another round of applause. Thank you. Gracias.